Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. You get fairy dust, I get fairy dust, Amelie gets fairy dust, and it's time to talk about being codependent as fuck. We are reading Codependent No More, and we are on we're on chapter 8, and we're talking about removing the victim. And we're specifically talking about Cartman's drama triangle. That's the rescuer. It's an upside down triangle. So it's rescuer, persecutor, victim. Rescuer, persecutor, victim. And if you go back just a couple of videos, you'll hear me explain what it is, and you'll hear how within us, we each have these. And one of the ways we recover from codependency is understanding dynamics, and to understand the Cartman triangle and your role in it, not the other person's role, but your role in it, is a way to get conscious. Like, it's just another tool for us to use with consciousness. So I'm so excited to read this. Okay, it says, this is page 86. Most of the time, this is talking about how we rescue. Okay. Most of the time, the people we rescue immediately sense a shift in mood. They saw it coming. It's just the excuse they needed to turn on us. Okay, so remember last time we talked about how, so here's the victim. Oh my gosh, I'm behind on my studies. What do? I don't know what to do. I haven't read the book, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'll take care of that for you. I'll write it for you. I'll, whatever. I'll do all this stuff for you. And then the person's great. Okay, good. And I did it and I got great, whatever. But there was no gratitude, or there was no, or like I started working on it, and then the other person kind of started leaving the room or started looking at their phone while I'm working on the situation that they needed to turn in. And so then I become resentful. And then that is when I move over to the persecutor. So now I'm mad at you for not being grateful enough, or for not praising me enough for all that I've done for you, or understanding the gravity of what I've done for you. And so the drama triangle. So in this case, so this is talking about the victim, the person, woe is me, I can't believe this. This is terrible. This is happening. And then it's talking about our shift. They can feel the shift. If you can feel, the people say they stay together for the kids. The kids can feel all of this. They can feel the weirdness. They can feel the elephant in the room. They can feel the dynamics. They can feel the triangle. They may not be able to verbalize it, but they can feel. And so even our kids, our spouses, our parents, our friends, our coworkers, they can feel this shit. And it's so funny that, it's like, hey, how are you? I'm fine. It's like, I can tell that you're not fine, but I said I'm fine. And so it's like, you don't know that I'm not fine. It's like, no, we actually do. We can pick up on your energy. Like, we can tell, like, you're not. And so it's like, we pretend that body language isn't a thing. We pretend that tone isn't a thing. Like, I'm fine. It's like, that doesn't sound fine. Taking in my experience of you right now, it seems like things are not fine. And so when people, especially like a rescuer who, does this thing for you, I'm going to rescue you. I'm going to move you. I'll move you. Oh no, I didn't get movers. I'll do it for you. Like, I'll help you. I'll bring my truck. I'll bring this. I'll bring that. And then again, when we're not getting the gratitude, or they're not appreciating that we woke up at 4 a.m. to use our truck with our cost of the gas and all this other stuff, or the whatever. They love it when we're high. They love it when we're like, I'll do it. I'll come over. I'll save the day. Like, oh, you will. Oh, you're the best. You're wonderful. You're good. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you get that, sometimes you don't even get that, but oh, wow, you're the best. This is amazing. Thanks for saving the day. This is incredible. Great. Again, sometimes you don't even get that. But then over the course of time, when you're packing boxes and they're in the other room on their phone, or they're playing a video game in the other room while you're packing boxes, instead of like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm a little confused. I thought we were moving to, instead of like taking care of it, we we'll start slamming clothes into boxes or slam, you know, whatever, or leave in a huff. And so they can feel it. Even if we're like trying not to let them feel it, they can feel it. So that's what they're feeling. That's what she's talking about. That's the feeling. It's like the little choo-choo train going from rescuer to persecutor, and people can feel the fuck out of that. And they saw it coming. Why? Because you're in a cycle of abuse with them. So the cycle of abuse is another thing, Google image search, but you know, the drama triangle is this cycle, and we switch roles or whatever, but it's part of, you know, the cycle. We've seen it before. It's the same pattern. I loved it. I was watching You last night, and he's like, I love you. Oh, this is a pattern. He just he's like, you, oh wait, this is a pattern. Mommy issues. People, you know, like struggling mommies, single mommies, like women in distress. That's his pattern. He noticed it, which was amazing. It made me burst out laughing because you don't expect that in a show about murder. Okay. So now we have the feeling. So let's say in this case, we're being passive aggressive. So we're not saying anything. We're like getting resentful, and we can't believe it, sighing and all this other stuff. Okay. It's just the excuse they needed to turn on us. Now it's their turn to be in the persecutor corner. Oh, how many times have we experienced this? So we'll huff or we'll close the cabinet or whatever. And it's like, and then the other person's like, how dare you? And then we're like, oh God. And so, but yes, so we get in, we get in trouble for helping. That's what we get in trouble. So that's what, you know, saving the day calls the persecutor. Saving someone's day is just like placing a call, quick dial, put it in your favorites for the persecutor. Oh shit. Okay, this may proceed, happen at the same time, or follow our feelings of anger. So they may like, you know, they can feel it coming on, or we might actually still be in saving mode, but it's just like, I know this has happened to you. If you're fawn, that you've gone into saving mode and you're still happy about saving, like you're still like on it, in it, you brought all the stuff, like you did all these things, you brought it, and then they can get mad at you just for that. You're always trying to, they might even use this language, like you're always trying to rescue me. Like, I'm an adult. Like, why are you doing this? It's like, you asked me to, and sometimes they don't ask us. They just put out the feelers, or they just put out the hints, whatever. But they can turn on us even before we get angry. So sometimes the victims respond to our anger. Usually it's a response of taking taking responsibility for that person. And then that gets them angry that we did that. People resent being told or shown they are incompetent. When you rescue an adult, when you chase an adult, you are by definition telling them they are incompetent and we are competent. We're the competent ones. And that's always going to bring up somebody's defenses. They feel small, they feel less than, they feel they're in child mode, you're in parent mode. And no matter how loudly, okay, this is good. Let's just read the sentence like full on through. People resent being told or shown they are incompetent, no matter how loudly they plead incompetence. So I think this might be like, if you take nothing from this entire series. Again, it's the dynamic that's important. So, and then they resent us for adding insult to injury by becoming angry with them after we point out their incompetency. So it seems baffling, but you just said you didn't know how to do it. But you just said you've been crying on the phone for me all morning that you didn't know what to say you didn't know what to say to him. And then I told you I could call him and you said that was fine and you thought that was a really great idea, but now you're mad at it. It's like, I never said I didn't know what to say to them. And they might actually, it's almost like and when I say victim, I'm referring to Cartman's triangle, but it's like victim, what do you call that? Amnesia. Victim amnesia. I don't remember doing that. I didn't do that. And that is a little gaslighty too, but it's like, but they actually may have no recollection of when they were saying how incompetent they were. And just know, like, again, they could be screaming their incompetence to us, but how dare we rescue them for being incompetent? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. So don't look for it. A lot of times people will say things like, really, like that, they're just saying, can you believe this person did that? It's like, yes, because we know dynamics. We're not surprised. This is what it is. It's like, really? You just said you were incompetent and I'm coming to help you with your incompetence. And now you're telling me that I'm in trouble because you said you were incompetent. Therefore, it doesn't make sense. So when we say really, we're expecting crazy shit to be not crazy. We're expecting, gaslighters to not gaslight. That's unconscious. That's just stating, I can't believe that this gaslighter is gaslighting. That's to say that we are not someone who studies dynamics, I can't believe that person just went to the, sexual harassment seminar and then walked right back to the desk, walked right by my desk and, called me sweetheart or, fondled my shoulder or some shit. Like, we're like, what? He just went to the thing. It's not that. When we do that, when we get hooked like that, that's us kind of going into the victim on Cartman's triangle, not victim, but because we are a victim if somebody sexually harasses us. But what I'm talking about is I can't believe it. It's like, you can. This is who this person is. A lot of times they say, like, it's walking, again, whoever has done this in their life, but walking by a junkyard and be surprised that the dogs are barking. Like, I can't believe this. I'm just walking by this chain link fence. Like, what? I'm not doing anything. And the dogs are barking because they're there for security. It's like being surprised. Like, I can't believe this. It's like, no, that's kind of what they do. And it's kind of like for a reason. They're kind of giving you, like, it's for a purpose. To be surprised and upset about it is kind of naive, or you don't know how dogs work, or you don't know how junkyards work, and so, part of our work is to stop being surprised, stop being astonished when we get in trouble for, when we fawn that we're going to get in trouble for it. Now, you get to still fawn if you want to. You get to still, this is for me a path of healing. You can still fawn, you can still be codependent. What you're not allowed to do from this moment forward, where's my wand? Is complain about it. Because now you know, you can't unknow what you know. You can't unknow what you know. Now you're an active participant in this drama triangle. And we can't be surprised that drama is created when we exist inside something that is called the drama triangle. I can't believe, well, you can, it's a drama triangle. And somebody who's saying, I can't believe this is happening, that's dramatic. That's dramatic. That's pretending like you don't know something that you do know. Now, I will say that for codependence, fawn trauma response, we were raised on things aren't as they seem. We were raised that way. We were like, no, it's not that way. And so we learn to stop knowing what we know. We we would believe them. Oh, you said you're not angry, even though you're yelling. You know, you say that I'm worthy, even though you're beating me, whatever. Like you stop using your intuition and your gut and what the stuff that you just know. You stop trusting it. And so now I'm saying, hold on. Now we trust it again. You do know. You do know. And you don't have to pretend from this moment forward. You don't have to pretend that you don't know. You do know. So I hope you found this helpful. Maybe you've pushed a button or two. Oh, it's pushing my buttons. This work is hard. Okay. Hope that was helpful. Love you. Bye.